I work as a marketing analyst for a mid-sized company, and I take my job seriously. I'm not perfect, but I'm known for being detail-oriented. Recently, our department was assigned a major campaign for a new client, and I was leading the data presentation. It was a big deal. My boss told me this project could determine who got promoted next quarter. Everything was going fine until a coworker of mine, Dan, started acting weird. He's been with the company longer than me, but we're on the same level. He's made a few passive-aggressive comments about how I'm a fast climber and how some people just know how to impress management. I brushed it off as jealousy. The night before the presentation, I stayed late finalizing the data models. Dan offered to double-check my charts for errors, something we often do for each other. I was exhausted, so I said, "Sure, thanks." The next morning when I opened the presentation, I realized too late that several of my data points had been changed. Not slightly off, it was totally wrong. One entire slide showed reversed figures, making it look like our campaign strategy was costing money instead of generating leads. I caught it halfway through my pitch. My boss's face went from impressed to confused to furious. I stumbled to correct it, but the damage was done. Afterward, I checked the version history. The edits came from Dan's account. I confronted him after the meeting, and he laughed. He said he'd tweaked a few numbers to see if I'd actually double-checked my own work. His excuse? "You're too confident. Thought you could use a little humility." I absolutely lost it. I told him he was unprofessional, manipulative, and that he jeopardized the entire project for some ego trip. He said I was being dramatic and needed to chill out. HR eventually got involved after I reported him, but they are looking at me like I've made a big deal out of something that could have been fixed. But that presentation could have cost me my promotion, maybe even my job. I've worked so hard to prove myself, and he turned it into a joke because he didn't like my confidence. Now, Dan's been given a written warning, and apparently, people are whispering that I can't take criticism. Am I the a-hole?